the sprawling metropolis of and they've got a few injuries on their bench. Less options, but you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
And the Clippers starting 5. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in a 2-guard. And for Dallas, Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Now here's Cauley-Stein. Shoots over Batum. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Here's George. Zubac, great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Kicks it out to Richardson. Pass to Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. George passes to Batum. To the inside. Ball stolen. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Here's Doncic. Here's Cauley-Stein. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Cauley-Stein hits them both.
And what I like about Cauley-Stein is just how hard he plays. Really, both ends, a scrappy player.
Richardson against George. To the middle. Batum finds George. Not going to go that time. Pass break, Dallas. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Batum with the steal. Here's the break. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
A decisive finish for Reggie Jackson at the rim.
Not a fast start for the Mavericks. 6-point game. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Doncic with the block.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
Cauley-Stein, score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will. So Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Brunson the pass to Kleber. And Kleber slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Rondo. Pass to Morris. Pass break, Dallas. Richardson, no luck. Clippers leading by 5. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spot.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Rondo, good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
29 seconds left to play in the first. Brunson against Rondo. Here's Marjanovic. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
Rondo looking around. To the paint, deflects the pass. Powell with the steal. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Hardaway with a wide open look. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
This is just one of many areas where Redick has improved, reading the floor and finding his guys for good quality shots.
At the end of one, a closely contested game. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Maxi Kleber. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Powell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on J.J. Redick.
You have to like the way Patterson can bait defenders into a foul. Very crafty.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Marjanovic is checked in. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Shot from the wing. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And there's the pass to Oturu. Can't get it to fall. So it's the Mavericks now. Hardaway goes in. It's good. This game is all even. Hardaway has got 5 points so far.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Rondo. Morris outside, passes it to Oturu. And a wide open look for Rondo. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The activity level from Patterson is what makes him such an impact on the floor.
Rondo against Brunson. Outside Hardaway. Kicks to Powell. Lays it up off the glass. Powell's got it all tied up now for Dallas.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Rondo against Brunson. Outside for Rondo. Inside, here's Oturu. Powell pulls it in. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Marjanovic, and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And dangerous in that catch-and-shoot game. In fact, anytime Morris can square up, he's a lot more consistent.
Rondo against Brunson. Stolen away. Morris inside. Here's Patterson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead. Brunson against Rondo. Brunson kicks to foul. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Kennard with the ball. Out guarded by Redick.
Exploding to the rim, Luke Kennard slams it in. His offensive energy is a difference maker. Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
Here's Marjanovic. Shoots over Patterson. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Rondo drives in. Pass to Oturu. Here's Patterson. And stolen by Redick. And stolen by Patterson. Puts one up from 19. For the 3. Rondo can't get it to go. Mavericks trailed by 4. Rondo with the steal. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And here's Morris for 3. That shot missing. For Dallas, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Here's Brunson. Pass to Marjanovic. Shoots over Patterson. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 4 points at the basket from Marjanovic.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Oturu. It's good. Oturu's got 4 points this quarter.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Hardaway for 3. And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul. From deep, George. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so that's the end of the first half. Clippers lead by 6.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Their biggest advantage of the period. And
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Patrick Patterson, he's really playing well.
And, you know, not always the guy that you would expect to be making the big plays, but so far tonight, he has delivered.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And there's Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the shooting guard. Here's George. After Luka Doncic's bucket, Zubac trying to break loose. George, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Dallas shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Now, here is George. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Great look, but off the mark.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Richardson attacking. Leonard with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity.
Great hustle by Paul, using his speed in the open court, and then, of course, he's an excellent finisher.
Doncic feeling it out. Top of the key, Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. Lets it go from 11, and that one goes long. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's George. And he gets the bucket. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Here's George. Following the score by Josh Richardson. Here's Zubats. The shot's good on the assist by George. Zubats has got 6.
Good read from Paul George. He's very skilled at realizing when he should make these passes.
Up top, Doncic. Zubats defending. Up top, Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. 3-point lead. The pass to Zubats. On the wing, Jackson. George passes to Zubats. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Off with the layup. And here's the fast break. Kicks it out to Richardson. Pocket 6. Doncic with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Doncic.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Nobody near George. Off target from 3-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
And here's George for 3. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Richardson, no luck. Los Angeles has gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
The Clippers have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Leonard. From deep. George looking over the floor. Connects from 3-point range. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley-Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Jackson passes to Zubats. Outside for George. And the 3 off target. It'll count. That shot, no good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Clippers ahead. They lead by 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Jalen Brunson. Bojanovic is out there with Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Hardaway in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way, and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Now here's Rondo. Down low, Morris. Back to Rondo. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Kennard. Rondo passes to Kennard. Takes it off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 6.
One of the more instinctive passers over the last decade. Rondo quickly locates the open man.
Here's Brunson. Lays it up and banks it in. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. And here's Rondo. Puts it up. Oturu, the pass to Rondo. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And Rondo sends it back.
What? Nice defense by Rondo there, rising up to block that one.
Clippers leading by 4. Now Kennard. Passes it to Oturu. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Rondo against Brunson. Redick for 3. Nailed from 3-point land. Redick's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the middle. Here's Kennard. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got his 4th assist in this one. Mavericks trailed by 5. Outside, Redick. The putback, and that one is off. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Kennard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Kennard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
As soon as he had the ball in his hands, he put the pressure on the defense and found the opening.
Brunson the pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Morris outside. Oturu, the pass to Kennard. That one doesn't drop. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And it's sent back by George.
Not going to beat Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
Doncic against George. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Here's Kleba. No good with the triple. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Richardson kicks to Doncic. Fires from deep. The shot will not fall. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Well, for the Clippers, they can just run out the clock. Leonard dishes to George. From deep three-point range, it's off. So the Clippers winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it. The busy freeways of Los Angeles. And we've got time for a quick.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And for Los Angeles, they've got Jackson. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's George in at the 2-guard spot. Lillard misses.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Oh, man, and Jackson is just incredibly fast in transition. It's just the defense's worst nightmare when he's leaking out in the open floor.
Nobody near Lillard. Lillard again missing. On the wing, George. He is guarded by McCollum. Jackson against Lillard. Jackson down low. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic. Hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Lillard from deep three-point land. The shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Leonard attacking. Batum finds Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Lillard with the bucket.
The remarkable range of Lillard. I mean, you see these shots he makes from distance with ease, effortless release.
The pass to Zubac. McCollum against George. And George with the stuff.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Three-pointer, Lillard. There's the 3. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
The outside shot of Lillard is pure. I mean, he always seems to have the look that's going in.
George looking around. High post, Zubac. Back to George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
And now the fast break. George with the ball. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw this game. The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys. There are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players.
Talk about an advanced distributor. I mean, there's passes that point guards can make, and there's passes that Rajon Rondo can.
Here's Kanter. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Rondo. uses the glass to finish the layup.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Lillard. From deep. Again, the miss by Lillard.
He just can't find it. Touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Back to Patterson. Pass to Mann. Fires for 3. And Cantor pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's McCollum. No points in the game yet for him. And Portland again with the bucket.
Such a smart offensive player. When McCollum sees these shots open up, he doesn't think twice about firing.
Here's Rondo, and Covington sends it back. And a wide open look for McCollum, and he drains the 3. But let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have...
When I'm training in the summer,
the team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
On the floor for Portland, Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. Passes it to Simons. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from McCollum.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Jones, no luck.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Taken away by Anthony. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Puts the move on. Puts it up from 17, and he drops that one in. McCollum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Love the sensational ball control from McCollum. He makes it look so easy.
There's the pass to Morris. Inside. Here's Oturu, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And Portland with a change here, too. Nurkic is checked in. McCollum outside. Pass to Simons. Portland moving the ball around. And McCollum is good for 3. McCollum's got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers.
You got to know McCollum is looking to fire off the pass. This is why you must play up on him.
Jackson down low. Pass to Zubac. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Jones. And they're running. Batum with the steal. Outside, George. And again, no good by the Clippers. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Trailblazers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. They get it again. Nurkic. And here's McCollum for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And Batum kicks to George. A floater. Rebound by Nurkic. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. McCollum outside. Lets it go from the wing. Nurkic. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there. Staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
Pass to Zubac. Six on the shot clock. Here's Jackson. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
He's not the biggest guy on the court, but Jackson doesn't mind getting his hands dirty. He'll take a knock as long as he can get his points out of it.
59 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Out to Anthony. And the pass to Simons. Back to Anthony. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot from deep 3-point range. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's George. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Portland leading. McCollum outside. Anthony, the pass to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And all Nurkic needs is good positioning. Once he has this, dunking is easy.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here's George for 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
A scoreless quarter for him. I mean, you can see by his body language that he's getting discouraged.
McCollum outside. Basket good.
And McCullough is fantastic in running the screen and roll. He knows how to use the pick to get space to shoot.
C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight. And his... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny. C.J. McCollum was on fire in the first half. He had 14 points and 1 assist. He was on the fringes in their last game tonight.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Oturu in at the pivot, manning the middle. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Lillard from outside. The Clippers grab the miss.
He forgets about him on the perimeter. They're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here. Gets the look he wants and still no luck. Tough night for him.
Stolen by George. Batum dishes to George. Trying to find Batum. He's got it now. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. Here's George. Gets an open look and hits. And it's 8 points for Paul George.
Well, when Batum spots a wide-open teammate, he zips the rock to him quickly. Just exceptional vision.
Just over a minute and a half had passed here in the third quarter. And the basket by Lillard.
Always a threat. Three-point land that time was seriously expanded.
Now, here is George. 8 points for him. Nurkic with the steal. All by himself. Pull-up jumper. And there's the bucket as Little finishes it off. And now a 6-point Portland lead. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Outside, George. Pass to Leonard. To the paint. Here's Jackson. The shot missing. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years. A career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know the Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
And it's Leonard missing.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Three-pointer, Lillard. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. Second chance shot. Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Outside for George. But they'll get another chance. Back to Zubac. Another shot outside Jackson. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's George. An easy 2 points on the layup. George has got 4 points this quarter.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Lillard against George. From deep. And it's Lillard missing.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And it's Paul George with the finish.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George. Just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Cantor's checked in. Here's Lillard. Banked in off the glass. Lillard's got 11 points.
And look at that. The touch of Lillard inside. So impressive. He's terrific at generating points.
Now, here's Kennard. Not a lot of room. That one goes. Count it.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Lillard, the pass to Cantor. Back to Lillard. The tray. Drains it from beyond the arc. 14 points for him.
Knocks down his second three of the half. I mean, he had 2 of them in the first half also. Doing some solid work from deep.
Pass to Oturu. Back to Rondo. To the inside. And stolen by Lillard.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Little can't hit.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. The three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, that's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Portland, they've got Jones, Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Here's Simons. It's rebounded by Leonard. Here's Mann. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Kicks it out to Jones. The dish to Cantor. Up top, Leonard. And that one drops.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Here's Simons. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. McCollum finds Cantor. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
For a guy that spends so much time in the low post, Cantor is a solid jump shooter. Good rhythm to his catch-and-shoot motion.
Rondo scanning the floor. Passes to Morris. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists now in this one. Portland leading by 3. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And it's McCollum off the drive. Can't hit from in close.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Portland making a change here. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Powell, he's checked in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now the pass to Powell. Lillard with it.
Gotta admire the passion Lillard plays with. He knows he loves having the ball in his hands.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Back to Batum. Powell with the steal. Last break, here come the Trailblazers. That's a 2 from Lillard. Paul George grabs the miss. Clippers have gone an outstanding 4 or 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Here's Leonard. And here's George for 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Reminding us again why he's one of the game's great clutch shooters.
Down low, Nurkic, nifty move. Good, great play by Lillard to set it up. And that's now 6 points for Nurkic.
Well, this is what you want from Nurkic, a fearless player who welcomes the chance to take important shots.
The shot by George, wide open. The offensive rebound. Here's Zubac. Batum inside the three-point line. No good off the back of the rim.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Now Covington. Over in the corner, Lillard. Six to shoot. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Let's see what they run here. This is not the time to panic. Work the offense.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. To force OT. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for David, thank you. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Richardson. Porzingis is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Doncic with it. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Now here's Lillard. A 3-ball. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Shot clock at 6. Knocks down the 3-ball. Lillard's got 6.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep 3.
And Porzingis, here we go. And that one drops for him.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Powell. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Powell dishes to Nurkic. Covington down low. Guarded by Porzingis. Good.
Tremendous awareness of the clock by Robert Covington there.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
Lillard lays it up and banks it in. 8 points for him.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Doncic against Lillard, and the rejection by Cauley-Stein. An even 3-on-3 break. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, guys, you have got to love those long strides. KP able to cover some ground on his way to the rim.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 8. And here's McCollum for 3. The putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Doncic against Lillard. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, that's about decision-making and being comfortable in the pick and roll. For Luka, he's been there and done that.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Richardson.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Powell with the steal. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul for the Trailblazers. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. Hardaway's checked in for Dallas. McCollum, and the second chance effort by McCollum.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. And the dunk by Doncic.
If he sees a lane to the rim, Doncic will capitalize. Nice drive.
Lillard scanning the floor. From deep. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. A different look now for Portland. Derek Jones comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Simons in for Lillard. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Cauley-Stein. Marjanovic comes in for Porzingis. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Shot clock at 3. Simons the pass to Cannon. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
The efficiency of Enes Kanter is impressive. This guy's massive on the blocks and knows how to score.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Powell trying to free himself up, and it goes down 2 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Simons. Back to McCollum. Wide open. And again, it's Portland converting.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Great positioning on the putback.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break.
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
On the floor for Dallas, Powell is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Brunson in at the 1. Simons the pass to Cannon. Powell with the steal. Fast break Dallas. Redick's got the ball. To the wing on the left. Kleber, no good. Trailblazers trail by 4.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
2 points. That one goes.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Here's Brunson. 6 points for him. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. But they get it back. Kleber against Jones. Tries again. Kleber, no good. The Trailblazers shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Jones in the post. Powell on him. And Jones slams it in.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
My question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Count the basket. Brunson's got 8 points. Portland trailing here. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Lillard attacking. On the wing, Jones. Lillard outside. Puts up a 3. He doesn't hit that one.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And Greg, that's That's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Powell. Josh Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Powell, no one around him, gets the three-pointer to fall. Powell's got the game tied up here for Portland. Lillard against Doncic. They get it back. Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. Back to Porzingis. Shoots over Nurkic. Porzingis finds Marjanovic. Shot clock at 2. And it's Doncic missing. Portland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Count it. Nurkic has got his second bucket.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Here's Doncic, and it's good. 2 points.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Now Lillard. He's got 8, and the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in, and Dallas with a change here too. Finney-Smith's checked in.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Covington with the steal. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Indeed. Lillard drops it in. Lillard's got 10.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Yep, it counts.
Great chemistry between two teammates. Love the passing.
The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, that shot off.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started. Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Here's Lillard. Doncic with the block.
Hard work pays off for Luka in that instance.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds. And that'll do it for our half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Little out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Powell in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Doncic with the bucket. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star
No
last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
And I think for Luka Doncic, one thing he showed right away is he was prepared to be an NBA player. And the fact of the matter is he could be an all-star for a long time moving forward.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Kanter finds Lillard. Lets the three fly. Buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Jones checked in for Little. Collin comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. The wide open look here for Porzingis. The Mavericks rebound. Cauley Stein passes to Porzingis. Another shot over Anthony. Kicks it out to Richardson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Finney-Smith. No good on the 3. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Out to Anthony. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Cantor. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. Over Jones. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Cauley Stein so explosive around the rim. Hard to defend without fouling.
Nurkic checked in for Portland. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And then for Dallas, Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Josh Richardson. And it's Simons missing. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Cauley Stein passes to Marjanovic. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Cauley Stein. Powell with the steal. There's 1:47 left in the third. Brunson scanning the floor. It's on target from the high post. Brunson's got 10 points in the game. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. McCollum outside. Shoots from the elbow. And the shot is long.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Puts it up from 7. Powell kicks to Redick. And Brunson has it in the corner. And there's the pass to Marjanovic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Baseline J on the way. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's McCollum. And some very quick points for him on that possession. McCollum's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. Now here's Brunson. 10 points for him. On the wing, Hardaway. And here's Brunson. Passes it to Marjanovic. Shoots over Covington. Marjanovic, no good.
The defense not a factor there. Very surprising he couldn't capitalize.
So for the Trailblazers, Powell, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And Dallas also making a switch. Doncic is checked in. Lillard with the bucket.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Doncic with it. He's got 15. And the dunk by Doncic.
Listen, this is becoming routine for Luka Doncic. This guy's a big-time scorer who can take over when he's ready.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. Back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Dwight Powell. Hardaway is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Doncic in at the point guard.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Yeah, quick thinking, wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
And Doncic, here we go.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Doncic. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game, 10 for 13.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
A different look now for Portland. Cantor comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Carmelo Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. Dallas also making some changes. Porzingis, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Richardson in for J.J. Redick. Porzingis passes to Doncic. In the corner, Powell with it. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. McCollum kicks to Powell. Lillard dishes to Powell. Anthony with it, out-guarded by Porzingis. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. The Mavericks trailing. Now Doncic. To tie it up. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And here's McCollum for 3. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Lillard's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
He has been taking and making big shots for a long time. Look at Doncic with the delivery.
Lillard against Doncic. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
You could see that Melo knew how important it was to get the score there, and he just imposed his will on everyone else.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Good work there as it goes.
Well, one thing we know, Porzingis is fearless. He had no hesitation on what was a huge basket for them.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And Lillard kicks the foul. He dishes it to McCollum. They grab their own miss. Anthony with the bucket.
You know, you have to like the activity from your superstar. Anthony staying involved even off the basketball.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Doncic outside. Out to Porzingis. 5 to shoot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots. The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Anthony, the pass to Cameron. Over Porzingis, kicks it out to Lillard. Anthony dishes to McCollum. Good work defensively by Richardson.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
McCollum fires from way outside. Outside Anthony. Off the mark. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win. The Dallas Mavericks arriving at the building earlier today. There's a look at and a couple of injuries among their reserves. I expect their starters guys will be ready to do whatever's needed.
2 players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. You've got Luka Doncic. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Los Angeles, Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the 2. Jackson misses.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
George against Doncic. Got it. Good job in the low post. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered. At the point guard position in particular, much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Well, I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary.
Now here's Porzingis over George. Paul George with the steal. Here's Leonard. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Hard to deny Leonard when he gets in that close to the rim. Too many ways for him to get creative to score.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Doncic against Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game. Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. George looking over the floor. From deep. No good on that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Here's Richardson. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Leonard kicks to Batum. Back to Leonard. Up again. Zubac controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive play.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now here's Cauley Stein. Here's Finney Smith. Here's Doncic. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
And the Mavericks with possession here. Nicholas Batum unable to get his shot to go. Porzingis can't hit.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
The pass to George. Now Zubac. Richardson cover. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Rondo comes in for Reggie Jackson. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense, always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there. Kind of a glue guy.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the Mavericks. Now here's Brunson. Now here's Kleber. Feeds to Powell. Clock at 4. Shoots over Patterson. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Brunson against Rondo. He kicks it to Patterson. And a miss there on the triple. The Mavericks leading. One-on-one fast break. Here's Powell. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway.
Solid passer for a two-guard. Tim Hardaway Jr. is all about doing what's best for his team.
Rondo against Brunson. Rondo's shot is good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Clock management. This is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
30 seconds left in the first quarter. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Right now, Rondo just cutting through there with not much effort, and the speed took over.
Rondo against Brunson. Pass to Kleba. Wide open look. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
Right side, Rondo. Pass to Batum. Outside for Rondo. Got it off in time. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A good close contest so far as we finish the first. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
On the court for the Mavericks. Hardaway is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Redick in at the 2-guard spot.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Rondo. Here's Oturu. Guarded by Marjanovic. Oturu, the pass to Patterson. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Patterson's got his first points of the game.
Well, Patterson usually on the perimeter, this time down on the inside, doing a little bit of damage.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Doncic is checked in. Outside Hardaway. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. The 9-foot shot. And it's Dallas with another.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Now Rondo passes it to Mann. Kicks it to Patterson. There's the pass to Mann. Just 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Doncic looking it over. Over Rondo. Powell, the pass to Doncic. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle.
Now here's Jackson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. George way outside. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Here's Doncic. He gets it in there. Doncic has got the lead up to 5 now for Dallas. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well, I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple Finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And George, here we go. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Here's Leonard, shoots over Brunson, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And we all know what a tough cover Kawhi has become. The defender got caught in a bad position and is kicking himself for it now.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons, goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Porzingis finds Richardson. The wide open look here for Porzingis. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Los Angeles shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Well, we've seen it. We've seen Kawhi Leonard mature and improve right before our very eyes. But one area where he was already pretty good was coming in at the free throw line.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Zubac. Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Now here's Brunson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Jackson passes to Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Well, there are some ways to fire up your teammates. That right there is one of them, thanks to Kawhi Leonard.
Brunson against Jackson. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Now, here's Batum. Back to Jackson. Over Brunson. Pass to Kennard. In the corner, George with it. A deep 3 from Leonard. The Clippers keep it alive. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Well, that's Paul George's game. Most accurate when somebody's feeding him and he's got his feet set.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And now we'll set. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The deep is told they got themselves. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
We've got Luke Kennard. Paul George is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Oturu in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Yeah, whenever he's got a little room, if the ball's in his hands, Hardaway Jr. looking to score.
George against Hardaway. Powell with the steal. Doncic outside. And the dunk by Doncic.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
George with no one around. From outside, off the mark.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Stolen by George. And now the Clippers on the break. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, I'd be aware of Paul George, especially when he's that close. How about that throwdown?
Doncic outside. Powell in the high post. Pulls up on the elbow. Doncic, no good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Shot's good by Kennard. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation. And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now, here's Doncic. 11 points in the game. Hardaway from outside. A new 14 for the Mavericks. Porzingis finds Doncic. Hardaway with a wide open look. Dallas no good that time either. The Clippers in the lead. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Patterson can't get it to go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
High post shot. Porzingis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Can't go in soft. You got to have intention when you go in there on the glass. And Porzingis wanted to beat everybody to the ball that time.
Inside, Oturu.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Trailing by 2. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
And the basket is good. Jackson's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Doncic kicks to Richardson. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Shot from 6. Makes it off the glass. Porzingis has got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
Porzingis playing with some heart now, never giving up or into the defense, muscling through that difficult shot.
George way outside. It's rebounded by Doncic. For Dallas, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Now here's Brunson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Yes, that goes in.
Cauley Stein, you got to talk mostly about the agility that this young big has, rolling well after the screen.
Rondo against Brunson. Pass to man. Back to Rondo. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Brunson finds Marjanovic. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. And we felt it. Even over here we felt it. Outside, Redick. He got it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Tie game in Los Angeles. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Maxi Kleber. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Brunson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Brunson's got his first points in this one.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer. He's so good at getting to the rim, maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Redick with the bucket.
Easy to see why J.J. Redick is a guy that everybody talks about as being one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And now Reddick pushing it up. No one back to stop him. That one drops for him. Now it's a 5-point Maverick lead.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Now here's Rondo. Pass to Zubac. Looking to end the run. To the middle. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
You just never know what.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Thank you, David. Clippers trail by 5. Down low. Now the pass to Oturu. 6 on the shot clock. Back to George. Over Richardson. And that one's good. George has got 4 points this quarter.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Doncic outside. To the left wing. Cauley Stein passes to Marjanovic. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. And George, here we go. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Now just a 1-point Maverick lead.
That's why you turn to Paul George. These moments are for PG.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Outside Hardaway. High post, Cauley Stein. Richardson against Jackson. Richardson, good.
And Richardson under complete control right there. Doesn't matter if it's first shot or last shot, he's a gamer.
Outside, George. To tie it up. Offensive rebound. Outside for Jackson. Outside, George. Leonard inside. Guarded by Hardaway. Zubac, no good. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Knocks it loose. Jackson with it. And it's Richardson picking him up. Lob pass to George. Doncic with the steal. And here they come. Jumps up. Money!
That is a gutsy shot from Hardaway, and he comes through.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. From deep three-point range, good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Pass to Hardaway. Doncic against George. Cauley Stein kicks to Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Leonard. Yes!
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
George against Doncic. Pass to Marjanovic. That will count. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime and regulation. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And it's the Mavericks to start out. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Yeah, I don't think you have to tell Porzingis twice to take shots like that. Once the ball's in his hands, he's looking to the rim.
Rondo passes to Zubac. Outside Leonard. Rondo looking around. Passes it to Zubac. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
Orchestrating right now. Rondo should be playing with a baton.
Overtime still getting started here, just about a minute in. Here's Doncic. Batum grabs the miss. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Jackson, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. And Dallas with a change here, too. Josh Richardson's checked in for J.J. Redick. George passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Now, here's Doncic. Well, overtime basketball, a minute and a half played so far. Here's Porzingis. And he banks in the layup. Porzingis has got it all tied up now for the man.
Oh, Porzingis loving the moment right here, stepping up huge.
George with the ball. And the pass to Leonard. Shoots from the block. Outside for George. Leonard trying to break free. The shot by George, no good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. Dallas moving it around. Porzingis inside, working on Zubac. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You can hear the coaches from the sideline saying, stay down, you can't fall for the pump fake, but Porzingis adept at it there.
And the Clippers call time here. There's 49 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. He sinks the clutch free throw.
Well, after the boos on draft night when he got to the league, you could immediately recognize the unique talents of Kristaps Porzingis, and he keeps trying to raise the bar for himself. An exciting young player for the league.
Now here's Jackson. Outside, George lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Jackson against Doncic. Outside, George. Over Richardson. Batum scanning the floor. Richardson against George. A three from Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot two. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
For the land of
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. And the Clippers starting 5. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Jackson. And it's George in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Powell in at the 3.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
And that one's good, George. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Here's Lillard. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Powell finds Lillard. Three-pointer. And it's Lillard again missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And we're already seeing a little rhythm out of this offense. They've hit 3 out of 4 so far.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And that one's good, Lillard.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Jackson, and the layup's good off the glass.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Nobody near Lillard. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got 7 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Jackson looking around. Here's Batum. No good. Shot missing. Now Portland takes it the other way. And now Portland on the break. And here's McCollum for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
A nice shot by George.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
From deep. It's hauled in by Zubac.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And the shot goes in.
Always a threat to get to the rim. This time, Paul George pulls up and buries it.
Here's Lillard. Paul George making his last shot. Lillard misses. Jackson down low. Covered by Lillard. Jackson, that's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Lillard with it. Guarded now by Jackson. McCollum outside. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Leonard. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 4-point game.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
No problems knocking that one down. He's got 10.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Passes it to Jackson. Got a piece of it. Covington with the steal. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance.
Not going to beat Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Again, McCollum missing.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Morris kicks to Rondo. Offline with his 3. Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's McCollum. Jones dishes to McCollum. Out to Anthony. Here's Simons. Here's Cantor. Jones, no one around him. Kept alive. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Anthony in the corner. 6 to shoot, and that comes off the assist by Jones.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Anthony leading the charge. Good work defensively by Morris.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Leonard, no luck. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, before the game, we talked with...
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
They've got Enes Kanter. Anthony is out there with Derek Jones. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the 1 spot. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Now, here's Patterson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Simons, the pass to Jones. Here's Anthony. And no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Out to Morris for the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Morris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Kanter, the pass to Simons. The putback, and staying with the play, Anthony.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now, here is Morris. Outside Rondo. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
For the Trailblazers, Little comes in for C.J. McCollum, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And a switch here also for the Clippers. George is checked in. Now Patterson. After the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Morris dishes to Patterson. And he converts the layup.
Patterson is so active and efficient with his movements inside.
Portland trailing here. Here's Lillard. It's hauled in by George. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Kennard. Shooting foul. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Kennard with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Inside. To the inside. Releases. Here's George. Little with the rebound. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Kicks it out to Lillard. They get the rebound. Right side, Jones. Cantor finds Jones. It's stolen by Morris. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Kennard. Count that one. Kennard's got his first bucket in this one.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Lillard from outside. Pass to Little. From deep three-point range, here's Cantor. Out to Anthony. And a deep three from Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Cantor, the pass to Anthony. It's stolen by Morris. And here we go. Clippers running again. Shots good by Kennard. Kennard's got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And a deep three from Lillard. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
There it is, his first make from beyond the arc in the second quarter, his third of the game.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rondo kicks to Kennard. Fires for 3, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And another 3 for Portland.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
The shot by George, wide open. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. He gets it up. And it's, yeah, wow, he nails the... And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 8 points, 2 assists, and 1 block. And that should do it with
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2 guard. And here's Jackson after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Back to Jackson. Over in the corner, Batum. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. No good from Zubac.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 6. Pass to Zubac. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And he's good on the 3 ball. And it's a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Jackson passes to Batum. And just miss after miss right now.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And that one's good. Lillard.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
From deep. It's rebounded by Leonard.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Buries it down low. Leonard's got 6.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by the Trailblazers.
And Lillard kicks to McCullough. Back to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCullough. Lillard's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They get it again. From deep three-point range, buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got 14 points now in the second half.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
The shot by George, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Lillard misses. Outside, George. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And Portland with the ball. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. McCollum, no good.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
Now here's Rondo. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 7 rebounds in the game. Powell, no one around him. And staying with the play, Anthony. Anthony's got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers.
And all second half, they haven't gotten stops with any consistency.
Here's Mann, guarded by Powell. Here's Patterson. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
44 seconds left in the third.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And Jones sends it back. One-on-one fast break. That's a 2 from Powell. That one's not going to go. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Rondo. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
Here's Simons. And with the rebound. Rondo passes to Morris. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Good if it goes. Unable to get that one. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers going into the break with a 10-point lead. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. And we'll be back with you shortly. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Trailblazers leading by 10. They've got Powell. Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
And that's just all muscle there. Kanter is solid at fighting his way through whatever the D throws at him.
Rondo with a clean look. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Rondo's gone 2 for 7 from the field. The pass to Simons. It's stolen by Rondo. Fast break. Here we go. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Morris.
And you see Morris aware of his surroundings, getting a good jump down court.
Here's Simons. Kanter finds Anthony. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
That free throw good from Anthony. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Man gets the bucket. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Yep, that one goes. Lillard's got 36.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Pass to Rondo. It's up a three. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
And it's Lillard missing.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
Portland leading by 12. McCollum with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. C.J. McCollum, and that's good.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Now, here's Lillard. He's guarded closely.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility, and boy, he can strike at any time.
Lillard against Rondo. Pass to Oturu. Clippers moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Coffee. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Lillard way outside. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Man. He dishes it to Rondo. To the paint. Stolen by McCollum. Lillard from outside. They get it back. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And the Trailblazers lead by 17.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Powell, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. Clippers trail by 15.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Trailblazers.
Nothing like second chance buckets to pick up the scoring pace.
Yeah, it was impressive how they piled on the extra points, hitting the offensive glass, and then also winning the 50-50 ball battle.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Damian Lillard.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one. And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Now, here's Lillard. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. From deep, and that's good. Damian Lillard for 3. Lillard's got 47 points.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Lillard from outside, and another one.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Outside Jackson. George against McCollum. Misses in close. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
Three-pointer Lillard. The shot off that time. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. Now for... The sprawling metropolis, and with
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And for Dallas, we've got Josh Richardson. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Here's Doncic, following the score by Damian Lillard. And Doncic gets it to go.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
And the rejection by Cauley Stein. Richardson against McCollum. Richardson gets a wide open look. Again, the Mavericks score.
That time Richardson defaulted to the mid-range shot. We know he can shoot them from deep, but mixing in that mid-range, it'll keep the defense off balance.
And finished off by Nurkic.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Bucket is good.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Here's Lillard. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Off target from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
McCollum. Pass to Lillard. From deep three-point range. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against one made.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Finney-Smith passes to Cauley Stein. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Lillard from outside. Again, the miss by Lillard.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Porzingis against Lillard from 6 feet. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
And, you know, you look at Doncic for a forward, this guy handles the ball extremely well. He's terrific at creating for himself off the dribble. Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Back to Porzingis. Clock at 6. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's. Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Lillard against Doncic.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Trailblazers trail by 11. Lillard outside. Looking to get back on track here. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for McCollum. Now here's Hardaway. And Kanter pulls it down.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
They get the rebound. On the wing, Jones. Here's Simons. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Dallas, holding on to an 8-point lead, heading When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Yeah, and I think another key, guys, will be can they continue to hit that mid-range shot? I mean, they've been very effective here early on.
Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Powell in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Unloads from 13. Powell with the steal. Hardaway against Lillard. Passes it to Brunson. Now here's Kleber. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. We played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Lillard, and it's Lillard on the follow. Lillard's got 10 points.
Nice tip to him there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a tap.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. McCollum's checked in for Portland. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Outside, Redick. Good on the triple. Redick's got the lead up to 11 now for Dallas.
It's the main strength in Redick's game, his three-point shot. Lethal. This guy is a laser.
And here's McCollum for 3. The shot, no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Back to Hardaway. For 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jones the pass to Cantor. The shot's good.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Back to Brunson. He kicks it to Redick. Dallas moving the ball around. Hardaway with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Here's Marjanovic. And there's the pass to Powell. Here's Hardaway. Here's Brunson. Off the left rim and out.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
And the basket by McCollum.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
And the shot goes in. Brunson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
The 3 from McCollum. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Now here's Brunson. Takes the 3. A new 14 for the Mavericks.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
That one falls.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And yes, it's good. Brunson's got 6 points.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Here's Jones. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Trailblazers shooting their second and third free throws tonight for the Trailblazers. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Little comes in for McCollum, and Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now, here's Doncic. 8 points for him. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Guys, you look at Porzingis, and it seems like he's got a knack for chasing down the ball on the offensive glass. Really good instincts. Boy, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Out to Doncic. Buries the long-range jumper. And now a 12-point Dallas lead.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice... Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
It's good. 13 points in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks up by a dozen here at the end.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 13 points and 1 rebound.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Enes Kanter. Anthony out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Little. And it's Lillard in at the point guard position. Jones drives in. Goes back up. Kicks it out to Lillard. The three. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Lillard's got 13.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing. One of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
Doncic dishes to Cauley Stein. Lillard against Doncic. Cauley Stein's shot is good. Cauley Stein's got his second basket of the game. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
To the inside, Finney Smith.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
Trailblazers trail by 11. And a deep three from Lillard. The three-pointer, no good.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
And known as a triple.
Oh, what a play!
Oh, excellent court awareness from the big man there. Porzingis proven to be a reliable passer.
Got that one up quick. Lillard's got 8 points in the quarter.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Pass to Finney Smith. Dallas moving the ball around. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. And a deep three from Lillard. And another 3 for Portland.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
And that one's good. Doncic.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Kicks it out to Lillard. The Mavericks pull it in. Cauley Stein's got his 6th rebound on the night. Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. The 3 for Doncic. Little with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 12. Here's Jones. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And the Mavericks making a change here. Kleba's checked in. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Little. Richardson kicks to Kleba. On the wing, Doncic. Yep, that one goes in there.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Lillard with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. Doncic outside. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Lillard outside. Shoots over Doncic. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Lillard fires away from way outside. No good again that time. Stolen by Cantor. Covington finds McCollum. Here's Cantor. Kicks it out to Covington. Over in the corner, Porzingis. The 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Dallas with an 18-point lead. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Marjanovic is out there with Hardaway. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Redick in at the 2. It's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Here's Redick. Launches it. And it's rebounded by Covington. Tipped away. Here's Simons. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. That's on J.J. Redick.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Back to Hardaway. To the middle. Runs in the pass to Powell. This one for 3. That shot is off. Now Portland takes it the other way. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum with the ball. Powell, that's good.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Redick against Nurkic. And Redick kicks to Hardaway. And Covington sends it back.
You know, you talk about Covington, and he's what you call a typical 3-and-D player. Has been that way most of his career.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Redick passes to Hardaway. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. A second chance effort. Here's Marjanovic. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Josh Richardson's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And the second chance effort by McCollum. McCollum's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Richardson the pass to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 13. The three from McCollum. Buries it from three-point range.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Mavericks have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Here's Doncic. Lays it up off the glass. Doncic has got 19 points.
Well, you look at Doncic, so confident, even from this area. He knows he can make it happen.
Doncic against Lillard. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
And a deep three from Lillard. Misses the three. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
And Doncic throws it down.
Well, this is who Doncic is. This is what we've seen from him. A scorer who can take over games easily.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. From deep. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
And here is Doncic. Shoots over Lillard. And they double up Doncic. Pass to Richardson from past the arc. Hands it from downtown.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Here's Doncic. Here's Cauley-Stein. Richardson outside. Second chance shot. Finney-Smith passes to Cauley-Stein. Shot clock at 6. And here's Doncic from the arc. They get it back. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Marjanovic passes to Doncic. It's a hand on it. It's good on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 14. 7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The shot by Lillard wide open. Trains the three-pointer.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.